Genesis 14, New American Standard Version. And it came about in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, and Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of Goim, that they made war with Berar, king of Sodom, and with Birsha, king of Gomorrah. Shinab, king of Admah, and Shemeber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zor. All these kings came as allies to the valley of Shimon, that is the sea salt, the salt sea. For 12 years they had served Chedorlaomer, but in the 13th year they rebelled, and in the 14th year Chedorlaomer and the kings who were with him came and defeated Rephaim in Ashtaroth, Carmel, and Zerzum in Ham, and Emim in Shavel-Kirathim, and the Horites on their mountain Seir as far as El Parim, which is by the wilderness. Then they turned back and came to En-Mishpah, that is Kadesh, and conquered all the country of the Amalekites, and also of the Amorites who lived in Hazazoran Tamar. And the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is all, came out, and they lined up for battle against them in the valley of Siddim, against Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, Tidal, king of Goim, Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elasar, 4 kings against 5. Now the valley of Siddim was full of tar pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, and they fell into them. But those who survived fled to the hill country. Then they took all the possessions of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their food supplies and departed. They also took Lot, Abraham's nephew, and his possessions and departed, for he was living in Sodom. Then a survivor came and told Abram, the Hebrew. Now he was residing by the oaks of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshcol and brother of Aner, and they were allies with Abram. When Abram heard that his relative had been taken, he led out his trained men, born in the house, numbering 318, and went in pursuit as far as Dan. Then he divided his forces against them by night. He and his servants defeated them and pursued them as far as Hobah, which is north of Damascus. He brought back all the possessions and also brought back his relative Lot with his possessions, and also the women and the other people. Then, after his return from the defeat of Chedorlaomer and the kings who were with him, the king of Sodom went out to meet him at the valley of Shavel, that is the king's valley, and Melchizedek, the king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. Now he was a priest of the Most High God. And he blessed him, saying, Blessed be Abram of God Most High, possessor of heaven and earth, and blessed be God Most High, who has handed over your enemies to you. And he gave him 1/10 of everything. Then the king of Sodom said to Abram, Give the people to me and take the possessions for yourself. But Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have sworn to the Lord, God Most High, possessor of heaven and earth, that I will not take a thread or a sandal strap or anything that is yours, so that you do not say, I have made Abram rich. I will take nothing except what the young men have eaten, and a share of the men who went with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. Let them take their share. This is the word of the Lord.